was in production for food. 3% of what was available. Okay? And yet at the same time, in 1980, we had Dr. Ehrlich from the States going around the world, the whole world, talking about the population explosion. Sorry, there's never been such a thing. Never will be. Because if you're going to say that the world can get overpopulated, then Jesus got it all wrong.
Well, I would say, in response to that, our obligation is to, if you read the great mystics of the church, they talk about the fact that the church, as the bride of Christ, will have to go through the passion, just like Christ did, and there will be suffering even within the church, and there will be these kind of disconnects that happen and people who don't present the fullness of the truth as they should. I think our obligation in the midst of that is to continue to love, to continue to give of ourselves as a gift to the world around us, to the church, and to continue to pray. And that is the extent of our calling, and that is what we can do in these situations. And I think that if we do that, and I think there are some encouraging signs too. I know it can seem quite distressing to look around the world and I think, man, there's some big problems here, and they have expanded, even in the last 10 years, 15 years. But I also look around and I see there is a lot of really encouraging signs, and some real important growth that's happening within the church as well. People often talk about Pope John Paul II's New Springtime, and I see a lot of that around me. And I have young friends who are priests, who are recently ordained. I see young people stepping into various ministries and roles within the churches and various aspects of the church's mission. There's some great teachers in our schools. Very easy to bang on about the school system, but I would suggest to you that it's only as good as how well informed the teachers are. And there are some really great teachers now coming through, you know. So it can be very easy to see the persistence of the problems and the evil, but there is a lot of sign for hope as well. And I don't think we should be terribly surprised by the fact either that we have to go through the same sort of period of difficulty and suffering ourselves as our Master did before he went to the cross, this total desolation and loss. Why would the church be exempted from it? If we follow him, why would we be exempted from it? I think that's all I want to say, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So, should we wrap up? Yep. Would you like to pray, Ryan, just to finish this up?
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We just ask you to bless Brendan and all the other people who work in the pro-life issue throughout New Zealand. We pray for all the souls that will be lost today, tomorrow in New Zealand. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Do you want to say anything?